All right. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to our first hangout of 2022. Yay. We made it, right? It's funny, as I was doing this, I was like, yeah, 2 days ago, I couldn't have done that. There's no way. My head would have exploded. So, yeah, it's exciting. We're into a new year. For those of you that aren't in the chat, Christina started a Reels chat to try and help us like create ideas for Reels, but also when you engage on other people's stuff, it does boost your own as well. So what everyone is doing is on mine. So what I have is I have a collection called My Team, and then when I see someone posts their reel in it, I save it to that collection in Instagram. I like it, and then I comment on it. And the idea behind it is to help us all boost our engagement on our social media, but also to give us ideas, right? Because then you can take, like, if someone has a really cool sound, you know, that you want to use for your own. You know, Max did one yesterday that was super funny, where it was like something about her doctor prescribed fitness. Is there a pill for that? You know, so anyone can use that sound and you can recreate it in on your own reel. So that's one of the new things that's happening this year. Other than that, I just plan on sitting down today and tomorrow and like really looking at what I want to talk about in my social media for the month. I'm sure that we'll get the, I forgot to do that yesterday, my newsletter. I think I forgot that it was Saturday. So I guess I'll do that today. And we should have some posting ideas too. So we'll put those in the chat for everyone to have an idea. And other than that, how are you guys? How's the year feeling so far? We ready to slay and travel? Don't I get like 90 days now where I can travel because I don't need to get a COVID test because I had COVID? Isn't that the case where I have like 90 days of freedom where I actually don't need a test? Someone told me that. Is that just an urban legend? Right? Okay, don't all talk at once. Seriously, you're all on mute. How are you doing? What is your plan? What are you excited about? I'm excited for the bike. I need the bike.
I was just going to say, I'm excited for the bike.
I need the bike.
Have you heard anything about the bike?
No, it's still, from my understanding, it's February. So.
Oh, February? Oh, good, because I've been telling people March. I'm going to look like a rock star.
There you go. Well, it was supposed to be December.
Then.
Yeah. You could be like,
I beat you, Margot.
I know. Well, the way Beachbody works, that would be my advice to all of you, is if you see something is supposed to come out in February, tell people it's coming out in March. Get them prepared for that. And then when it comes out early, you can say, oh my God, we have an amazing organization. That
Exactly.
One thing, Tamara, is next weekend too is the summit.
Yeah, no, not summit, super weekend.
Sorry, super weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
For local people, I was going to host. I don't know whether I told some of you, but whatever. I was going to host it here, but of course, COVID has changed those plans. So Christina and I and Tamara were talking about, Tamara, you can, maybe you know more than I, but Christina and I were talking about doing kind of what we do with What is Coaching. So in 2021, we were doing every month, we were doing a What is Coaching workout and webinar, but we were doing it super early in the morning because some of our coaches are in the UK. So in order for us to be fair for all of us, we did it early here so that they could have new people watching over there. Anyway, we were thinking of doing the same sort of thing for the super weekend, maybe. And we do a workout virtually together. And then after, we all grab our sweatshirts and blankies and coffees and whatever and put the summit on, or maybe we share it. I don't know. That's where we stopped.
Yeah, I think we should use my link though, because then people can still use the Fit Gym, unless Christina was hoping that like people using the Fit Gym might want to watch the summit. I feel like the summit thing is really different, or sorry, Super Weekend thing is really different. Like I would bring, if it was happening locally, I would bring someone who I had already been talking to about either coaching or the Fit Club or something. Like I wouldn't just invite random one-offs like, hey, come hang out, because it's a lot of announcements for us, right? So I'm sure there'll be some information on the gut health program that Autumn's launching and what the dates for those and those sorts of things. And they'll talk about Team Cup, because there will be Team Cup in February usually. So and those sorts of things to a random person aren't they're not going to really register, right? Like, what is this? So I don't know. I'm game to.
I wasn't going to invite random people. I was just letting everybody know that it's happening. And if you have, I mean, I did say to Christina, like maybe current customers, people who are actually doing Beachbody,
people who are familiar with it,
or
100%.
Current people who are on the team who are coaches, but they're not really as engaged. But it doesn't even matter, because what I said in my we have a little fit club, and what I said in there was, it's just a good way to find out what's happening in the world of Beachbody coming up in 2022, because they might even announce the Canadian launch of the bike at the Super Saturday. So and people can take what they want personally. Like they can watch. If they're like, ugh, I don't like this, they turn it off. But if they are intrigued and listening, and they see all of us listening, they might listen. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I could definitely share a Zoom link. And then, have you got the email yet? No? Okay, because they'll email you. You did apply to host it, right?
I don't think I did.
Okay, you know what? Then I'll just do it. I'll do a quick application to host it, and then they'll send me they send you a link to, you know how when we did at my house and we just did like, it was a link that I could play at any time. It's not like it matters. And we just need to pick a time that we want to do it next weekend. Yeah.
And if it was here for people that live close, I was going to have mimosas and some nice brekkie, and you guys could have all, pulled hair out of your mouth from Stanley while you were your drinks, or pull hair out of your mouth. So you guys are missing a lot. Anyways, I'm looking forward to 2022. I'm actually super pumped about it.
Me too.
I feel like it's been a couple of years of craziness, and it might still continue to go on, but my word for 2022 is pivot. Like, we got to pivot. You can't live in this pit of despair. You can't do it. And so if people,
I did hear that. So for those of you that don't know, my entire family has COVID right now. My ex phoned me on, I think, the morning of the 28th, saying that he had just tested positive, or 29th. And so all four, like the kids and I all tested, and we're all positive. So Jamie got her results yesterday. But it's just kind of been like a cold. It's like, I felt like my head was going to explode for a couple of days, where my brain was trying to leave my skull. And now there's like loose cough and snot, but that's basically all it's been. So I did hear that with this new variant, and I hope this is what happens, that as viruses mutate and make variants, they kind of fizzle out, like the power of them fizzles out. So I'm hopeful that that's what's happening with this new one. But we didn't do anything. Like, we literally went nowhere and saw no one. And the fact that we ended up with it is like, how, right? So it obviously transmits really easily and really fast. But we're all fine. So that's a good thing. Maybe the vaccine helped. I don't know what it is. And ironically enough, got my text yesterday to book my booster. I was like, okay. So hopefully, right? Hopefully we can pivot this year. And,
there's actually a show called Pivoting coming out this month.
Oh, is there?
You guys made
Does
me
it
think of
happen to
that.
be about COVID?
No, it's about these 3 women or something, and the fourth friend or something had passed away, but it's all like, light humor, funny
Oh, okay.
humor type show, right? But
The
it
one
just
that
kinda
I think
reminded me of
everyone
it.
should,
It's supposed to be really
should-
funny, so
yeah.
I
The
don't
one that
know.
I think everyone should watch, I don't know if you've seen it yet, is that it's on Netflix called Don't Look Up. I don't know if anyone has. It is totally like a mockery of social media and the US government. And it's got some really awesome, like DiCaprio's in it, Meryl Streep is in it.
Ooh.
But it's about like a giant comet that's gonna hit the earth and nobody believes that it's actually gonna happen. And so what social media does to perpetuate the lies and myths out there. So it was quite an interesting watch, and you're like, oh yeah. So I would recommend it because I totally felt like it was just making fun of COVID and how everything was just, yeah, all the myths and stuff like that. So definitely worth a watch if you want to
Definitely need some good humor, right? Going
Yeah.
into the new year.
Yeah. Interesting ending. But I would give that one a watch for sure. So yeah, so we'll do you have an idea of time you want to do it, Margot? Like, do you want to do it on the Saturday? Do you want to do it on the Sunday instead of this?
Me for the, what are you asking?
About the super
You mean
weekend
for the
next weekend.
Oh, for the super weekend. Sorry, you have to preface your question with, we went from a movie about a comet coming to the earth to, is that when you want to do it, Margot? Yes, I'd like to order the meteor to come to the earth.
Yeah, no, not that.
No. Okay. Oh, Sheena, my new coach Sheena's coming on. Hurry up, I'm gonna say, you dumbass.
It's not
sorry.
being recorded.
That's the way I treat new coaches, just so you know. So anybody else who'd like to, right, Debbie?
Crystal's like, wow.
Crystal?
Debbie's like, awesome. Okay, Sheena's iPhone.
That's her. Finally. Okay, let's razz her when she gets on here. We've been waiting for you. We haven't even started this call because we were waiting for you.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
She's still connecting to audio.
Finally, where the hell have you been? We've
There
been
she
waiting for you
is.
and
Welcome,
waiting for
Sheena.
you.
Good morning.
Morning. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Welcome.
Happy New Year. Yay. See,
Mhm.
Sheena is one of those easy coaches to join because I've been talking to her about almost 2 years. So you just have to have patience. Anyways,
sure.
Sheena, this is part of our team. Tamara is my coach. Clarissa is my coach. And then these are the lovely ladies on the Empower Squad and Fresh Free to Be and from the US. And
Okay.
Clarissa
Sorry,
comes
I can't
to us
see
from
everybody. I just see Margot.
Oh,
if you're on
just
your
hit
phone, you can swipe and you'll see like 4 at a time.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
There we
Hi.
go.
Hi, everyone. Oh, everyone is in their pajamas. Honestly, I was
And
really
Clarissa's-
embarrassed. I'm like,
No, Clarissa's in Brazil.
oh, wow. Lucky you.
Anyways,
I'm
we were
working
just
from here. Okay, let's clarify. Yesterday I had a live class. Actually, my sister-in-law asked to do a workout. I was like, let's do it. So it was by the pool. We did MVFA sample workout. They loved it. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm dying. And my sister now she's into CrossFit. So it was amazing. And after we jumped in the pool. It was
Nice.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So before you hopped on, Sheena, we were talking. Tamara was explaining about a group that we have, Instagram Reels group that we have going, and then goals for 2022. And then we were also talking about, which I think I mentioned to you, Sheena, is next weekend is the Super Saturday or Super Weekend or whatever, which I was going to host here, and we were going to do a workout outside and then come back here and have the mimosas or whatever. But we can't do that because of COVID, of course. And Sheena, just so you guys know, she lives close to me too. I know, Debbie, you live close to me too. and Crystal and Debbie. So we do, hopefully once the snow clears and everything and we can do workouts, maybe we could do a more local one, a Surrey, Cloverdale outdoor workout, something like that.
Well, Debbie's
we can
close
talk
and I'm close.
about that. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and I know Debbie, there's two almost the same names. So, but they're both close.
Yeah.
So we can do an outdoor workout or whatever and promote that. But so this coming weekend, maybe Tamara, you and I can figure out what the game plan could be, whether we do, as I say, the workout at like 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and then watch the Super Saturday at noon, or whatever's most convenient for everybody.
I think that's a good time.
So,
because then it still frees people up for like if they have stuff in the afternoon, right? So not that anything like everything's canceled right now anyway until at least the 20th. So we'll see how.
So then Tamara, sorry to be a dummy, but you're saying we work out, we use the 24-hour fit gym to do our workout together?
No, I'll just create a link for the whole thing. Right? Because then what we would do is we would just hop on to the link and we could do our workout together. I would recommend that if people aren't doing job one, they do the job one sample workout. So it's only 20 minutes. And then we finish, we can grab some water, have a quick pee break, and then start the thing by like 11:30. It's usually about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Does that sound good? So I will put in I'll do the application for the super weekend today. Hopefully it's not too late. I don't think it would be, but I'll do that today, and then I'll set the link up and get it out to everyone.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't fill it in. I don't know why I didn't. I think maybe it's because
I just think
I don't
holidays and Christmas and then right, and then the uncertainty of everything with the new variant, right? So yeah.
If everything goes well for the following Super Saturday, I will have it here. Like if we can do it, because we do have a really close park up the hill, Adams Road School, nice, beautiful. I took a video of it, a flat surface for working out. And then we can either walk down or drive down here, have, and watch the summit or the Super Saturday here. Okay, that's all I want to say. And
in April, I think, right? That one's usually, I think, in April. So the weather will be a little better too, right? So
better, yeah. And then we can, hopefully COVID will disappear or be going away, and we can open things up again. And then, my goals for 2022 I'm going to focus more on this as a business. Enough dilly-dallying, enough being a penguin. I'm going to focus on this as a solid business.
Boom. We like you as a penguin too.
Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a penguin. But also, I mean, it's a win-win-win all the way around. And I know that, and I say that to myself all the time, but for some reason I just have been loosely doing it, and I want to do it more.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's going to help people. I know it for a fact. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Nice to see you on, Britt. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Awesome. They're waving at us.
Oh yeah, she was saying hi.
I saw her dancing to Happy Feet.
Oh my gosh, she loved it. That's the first time I've ever watched it, and I turned it on and I was like, what the heck is happening? She was dying.
So cute.
Yeah.
They're so innocent. I love it.
Mm-hmm. They definitely keep it interesting.
Yes. Never a dull moment.
Nope.
Never a dull moment. My oldest said to my youngest yesterday, Jamie, you need to walk away from me right now before I murder you. I was like, oh, someone's a little stir crazy from being locked in the house for a week, right?
Yeah. Hey, at least you warned them.
Tomorrow I am free. So, yeah. It was funny. So, yes, the times change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How's everybody else doing? you have any big goals for the year? Do you want to share your goals for the year? What you're working on?
Just working on getting that emerald.
Yeah.
My goal is to get emerald this year and hopefully be able to travel to Summit this year. I mean, I have the ticket, so I would really like to go. That's my biggest goal anyways, to get emerald. And really focus this as a business, like Margot was saying. Like try to get out of my own head.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, no, I just love being a part of this group. It's been great. It's been very inspiring. You ladies are all amazing. Love watching everybody do their workouts and stuff and post after. And I love doing those dance parties. They're great. So
Yeah, it's
but
fun,
no,
right?
it is. It's just I love the light humor in the morning, especially like I mean, I know the kids have been postponed to go back to school until the 10th, which kind of sucks in a way because my kids have been off for way too long because of all the flooding up here. But you know, like I'm just like I decided that this year too, my biggest goal is to just not sweat the small things and just enjoy every little moment because they are getting older. I mean, my two youngest are 11 and 13, and you know, it changes so fast. I mean, Facebook doesn't help with all the memories popping up, you know, when they were little. You know, it's true though. Like, I just want to enjoy every moment I can and soak up every family moment I possibly can with them because before you know it, they're leaving and doing their own thing. And I mean, I've already got two that are graduated, and it's just weird to think about how I never even thought about that kind of stuff when they were little. And now here we are, right? Two adult
Yeah.
kids. And it's like, no, time to slow it down or just enjoy the moments that we can with them, right? And if anything that we have learned over the last 2 years is to slow down, right? And smell the roses, as my mom keeps telling me.
Yeah, 100%. And to not take the time
Life
you
for
have
granted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
it's
For
true,
sure.
right? So, I mean, but that is my biggest goal, is to just slow down, focus on my business, try to hit emerald as fast as I possibly can, and
Mhm.
hopefully make it to Summit this year. That would be awesome. It'd be quite the experience.
I do think it will happen for sure because I made the new leader conference, which is January 20th, and we've already received the emails that it's going. So I do think I think that people will have the option to do Summit virtually. Like they could probably register for it virtually because that's what they've done for a new leader conference is you can either go in person or you can do it virtually. And you get to choose when you register. And then, so I imagine that they'll do something similar for Summit if people aren't comfortable yet to travel, but
Okay.
yeah. And you know, what's so interesting is one of the things, like, I don't even know how many, I probably got like 100 messages from people when I shared that we have COVID, is most people wrote me saying, you guys will get through it easy because you take care of your health. Right. So it was really interesting to get a bunch of those messages from people that I haven't even heard from, and I don't even know how long, saying that, like, they obviously are watching and they will see how, you know, we bounce back super quick and what have you, because we do take care of our health. So it's yeah, it's everyone needs to do that. And I saw a really cool thing on quote on social media. I can't remember who it was. I could go through my archive and find it. That talked about how media is just perpetuating, like, not the like foundation of health. It's like the prescriptions and the what have you, instead of the what you can do beforehand, you know,
to prevent it from being
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, exactly. So
And I find that health and fitness are like two very important things that people should have included in their lifestyle. And like, I mean, 20 minutes a day, like who doesn't have that time, right? Like, I mean, I know everybody can find 20 minutes in a day to jump on and do a workout. And I mean, but nutrition too, right? Like, I mean, there's
mhm.
so much common sense around it all, right? And I find that people just don't think about it. And it's just like, well, the simplest thing to do is go through the drive-through. No, Don't.
Actually,
that
Autumn
20
has a
bucks
video
that you're
on
gonna
that.
spend through the drive-through, go spend on fruit and veggies, right?
Yeah. Autumn actually has a video in the old UPF
Okay.
where she talked about and she compared like the price of and the nutritional value of her making chicken nuggets and fries at home, like homemade, versus getting it from McDonald's. And it was way cheaper for her to make it at home because it made extra. So they were able to have like leftovers, a second meal from it, so it was way cheaper to do it that way. And then she also talked about like the amount of time that it took. And so she timed herself from the time she, was leaving the house till the time she got back with the drive-through meal, and then timed herself doing, and it was less time to make it too. So it's just, it's relearning.
It is. And I mean, I know that we all probably had a few or so treats over the holidays, but I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
It's just part of Christmas and the holidays and everything, right? But it's not hard to get back on track. I mean, it starts at home, right? It starts in your own kitchen, right? And I mean, Autumn is great. Like, I love all of her stuff. Like, she definitely has it right down to a T. So,
yeah.
But no, I mean, my biggest thing my biggest thing when I talk to people or potential clients is, I'm not going to make you change your whole diet and your whole world, but I can give you great tips and pointers on how to navigate and portion and add those nutritional values into your diet, right? So, and actually, that seems to work really well. So,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I was really passionate about nutrition before, but now seeing what my dad's going through because he's battling cancer, and knowing and seeing how he treated his body throughout my life, like eating basically the whole cake and just like mixing all kinds of meat on his plate. Because here we usually go for all you can eat and all sorts of desserts and everything. And like seeing how he treated his body like as a garbage can, and seeing now the side effects of all the meds that he's taking, it's like he's killing himself with like taking acid. Like his feet is destroyed. He has sores in his mouth. He cannot eat because it hurts. So I'm just like more and more passionate about it. And I know like from now on, like I don't even like, I want to help people, not just like the people that are struggling with nutrition like me, but people that like are not really taking care of their health, but they don't see it now. Because my dad never thought that like down the road that he would be where he is right now. So to see the long-term effects, how like eating all sorts of shit, let's put this way, what can do to you in the future. And it's totally like Darren Zoline's book, if you haven't read it yet, and the creator of Shakeology, Super Life. You all were given a Ferrari. Your body's a Ferrari. What kind of fuel are you going to put in that? And it's here in Brazil, like they mix. So like, oh, don't go to that gas station because it's mixed with water. It's not good fuel. Go for the premium, right? And it's totally that. How are you going to fuel your body? Because it's also like the compound effect. It's down the road. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be today. It's the long time effect that is going to give to your life. So it's just like, oh my goodness, I'm just like, keep on this track because I want to take care of my Ferrari.
Analogy, I like that.
I didn't tell you, I freaked out on one of my students because she brought in Pepsi to school.
She brought in
and
what?
I was
Sorry?
like, Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi.
And I was like, and then I was like, absolutely not. No garbage drinks in my classroom. No. And like, I was so riled up. And then he's like, it's okay. It's a Pepsi Zero. And I was like, no, it's not okay. And I started reading the ingredients and I was like, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is going to do to your body? And I'm not, and like, I was like sweating and I was so worked up about it. And everyone's like, okay, we won't bring any more garbage drinks in. Yeah, you guys don't put that shit in your body. And he was like, he plays rep hockey, he swims, and he plays water polo. So I'm like, what are you doing, dude? this is not going to help you. Yeah. People just don't know, right? So it's up to us to help educate them.
Okay, let's go back to goals 2022. Okay, Tamara and I, we want to go elite. We want to make her elite this time. We want to make to the Fairmont in Arizona because we only qualify if you're 5-star elite coach. And Tamara's account, she has all the elite points, but we don't have enough diamonds. So that's our goal for this year. I don't even seriously, personally, I don't care if I go to any other trip. I want to go to Arizona, to the Fairmont Scottsdale. We want to make to elite.
Margot wants to go 2-star, right?
Yeah. Of course I do. No, I do. Of course I do. But one thing I do, one of my business, more focused on the business type of thing, is to actually learn. Harv's here now, so he's listening to me. Because I even how much income we make, where does that come from? And I know you, Tamara, this is the last thing you want to hear because it's like, Margot, you should know that by now. But I really want to learn where that money comes from. Like, I want to reverse engineer everything, like Holly Hillier says. And if I want to make 50 grand by the end of this year, I need to reverse engineer it. And to reverse engineer it, I need to get to this level, then this level, then this level. I want to take this, it's logic. Like, this is a legit, amazing business. And I think I just haven't been treating it like that. And if you haven't heard Holly Hillier speak, I highly recommend listening to her, because she talks about how figure out what you want at the end of the year and then reverse engineer it of how to get there. And then it becomes just a little bit more solid. It's a solid plan. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't exactly know, when you say elite coach, what is that? What do I need to be an elite
5-star. So you're a 5-star, but you have to have the elite points, right? So someone can be a 5-star diamond and not be elite because they don't have enough elite points. And if you want to learn more about elite points, when you go into your coach office, you'll see on the side your commissions, your volume, your success club carryover, and in there it actually has like a road to elite.
Road to elite.
Right? Yeah, and then I would go into the road to the elite thing and watch those trainings, because it's pretty. Yeah. It's Kim Carver, so he's super like he keeps it so simple, right?
Yeah.
And then he talks about your first one. So like the first step in your road to elite is team builder. And then you get to team leader. So you got to team builder last year. I got to team leader last year. And then from team leader, then you want to go to premier. And then from premier, which is premier, I think it can be 1-star as premier, but it's usually 2-star and with the amount of elite points. And then from there, it's 5-star elite, right? So, and that's just when the huge bonuses come in, and you get bonuses for 2-star, but then if you're a 5-star, you also get the 5-star and the 2-star bonuses, like they all compound, right? So that's where you start making more and more and more money. But you need your team to be doing stuff, right? If you don't have a team that's actually working the business, right? And the team is where the elite points come from. So like you have a huge downline, but you don't have a lot of people that are actually working the business. And that's where your volume and your success or your bonuses is coming from your actual team that's working the business, right? So, and then you want to be able to, once those coaches start doing it, then you can start showing, okay, this is how much I'm earning in bonuses because you guys are also doing this. Now let's help your team start doing this, so you start seeing the bonuses too, right? So
yeah,
that's what you want.
Yeah, no, I know. I was explaining that a little bit to Sheena yesterday on the phone.
Yeah.
How we are all on Christina Klein's team, and we're sort of a I really love this team because we are very, I don't know, there's no judgments. We're all doing this the best as we can. And when one of us has an issue, like has something happen to them, like Christina did last year, we all jump in even more and try and push even more to try and help that person. And I love that. Like, that's my favorite part of this, is that there's no competition. There's no, like, we really want everybody to succeed. Like, that's really the truth.
Like, yeah, we link arms together. We link
100%.
arms together, literally.
And we've heard horror stories, like Crystal shared, right? How her former team, the mentality of it all is you're basically nothing until you're diamond. And I just think that's so backwards. Like, how do you foster growth in someone as a human being if that's how you treat people? Right. Yeah. So it just, to me, that's not something I could have ever bought into, because everyone is on their own journey, everyone, and it's going to look different. Starts off as a fitness journey and a nutrition journey, but then it becomes this personal growth where you have the confidence to talk to people, to help people, to, yeah. And so I absolutely love it. And I always love the comparison of like our Zumba experience to our coaching experience, because I think our Zumba experience is so like what the world is. And that's the experience of, I want to be the next celebrity and here's my spot and do not come into my space. What do you mean? Like, I was there first, bitch, back off. And then you go into a coaching event or a Beachbody event and everyone's like, yeah, come work out beside me. Come, I'll help you out. Here, do you need here's an extra water bottle. I got an Energize. Here you go. Right. And that to me is what our team is all about. And I absolutely love that. Right. So yeah, 100%.
We're a beautiful family.
Yes. We're the family we get to choose. Right? We don't get to actually choose our family, but we got to choose this family. So it's pretty powerful. Okay, let's do a picture before anyone has to sign up. I know Crystal just ran away. There she is. Okay. Anyone else?
Go Empower Squad 2022. Yeah.
Woo! Crystal, what are your goals?
I want to grow my recovery community to 500. I'm going to start a social service worker course in the spring. So I want to retire as a virtual assistant in the next 6 months. So I'm going to reverse engineer how much that's actually going to take, because I don't want to work hourly ever again. I don't like it. I have no time for doing things that I'm passionate about. So showing up every day, daily, talking to my people, not just posting like my smiling face, actually speaking. And yeah, that's
one tip that I will give everyone is please put captions if you're talking into your stories, right? It makes a big difference. People don't listen. I'm guilty.
Okay.
If someone doesn't have captions, I just tap right through.
You have to type.
Yeah, I do too.
No, there's an actual button.
Okay.
So if you go into your story, like when you do your story, and you click on the place where like you would add a GIF or add and the @ or whatever, it says captions. And you can just click on it and it'll actually transcribe the audio right there for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here in Brazil, I don't have captions because when I came from Canada, I still had it. So they didn't realize that for probably 2 weeks. Now it's gone.
My music is really weird on my Instagram. I have music on there, but it's like really weird. Just like not music anyone even knows. I don't know where it's from.
So that has happened to me on occasion where all of a sudden I'm like, where did my music go?
And like I
don't
can't
know.
look up any songs that I try and look up. I look them up and they're not there, so I have to like
Yes.
put my videos on a different app, add songs, and then put it back on.
Try and search the artist instead of the song.
That's
Because
a good idea.
I did find them if I searched the artist, like for example, Pink. I searched Pink and then a bunch of her songs came up. But if I tried to search the song, it wouldn't come up.
Yeah.
Actually, I had them disappear for me a few times too. I don't know why it does that. It's
Yeah, I
weird.
don't know. I was like, oh, no music.
Yeah.
So, anyone else?
Social
goals?
media glitching out at its finest.
Exactly. Brett, do you have goals for the year?
My biggest goal is pretty much to overcome postpartum depression because it's like really, really big for me right now, and it's honestly like super affecting me, and it's also affecting me being able to like do my business, which is super frustrating. So I'm trying to like get back in it and like pretty much just show up every day, but I kind of want this year to be like my make it or break it year, you know. I can't remember the coach's name, but she was pretty much the one who geez, what is her name? We talk about her all the time. She's very like energetic and like cusses all the time.
The Canadian one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. How she was like, you know, make it or break it, either go in or go all in or nothing type of deal. So that's kind of what I want to do. I don't really have a goal of where I want to be yet. I just want to start getting more focused. I'm really bad at like planning everything out in this business. That's like my biggest downfall, is just trying to stay organized. So then I just get like overwhelmed all the time. So I really need to figure out some kind of system. That's probably the biggest thing I need to do, because I know once I do that, I'll be able to actually go places.
I find when I follow my like schedule for the day, it's easier. So like in the mornings I get up, I work out, I reply to all of my messenger messages and Instagram messages in the morning before I go to work, send a happy birthday, and then I can focus on like my content and inviting later on when I come home. So maybe just having like an idea of what you're going to do in those pockets of time that you have. And I know not every day will look the same, because some of your days are not on the same schedule, but if you have kind of an overview of what your day will look like and plugging those things in, I find it helpful for sure.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I definitely have little spots in my day that are empty that I just fill up doing stuff that's not helpful, but I need to just like take literally, even if it's 10 minutes, to just do it kind of thing.
And if you're comfortable sharing, like also talk about your journey, and what
I want to do, that because I do know a lot of other people who go through it. It's just a big part to it too, is when I do that, I feel like a lot of people are just like looking at it as me complaining in a way. So then I like get all in my head about it, and then I don't do that. So but that's what I've been kind of trying to do like this past week. So that's what I'm trying to like dive into it that way, because maybe that will help me like just being more open with it. Maybe it'll help me find people that like are actually going through it, who understand, who I can, just relate with more, instead of finding the people who are like, oh, she's just complaining type thing.
I really find that interesting that someone would even assume that. I didn't have postpartum with my first two, but I did so bad with Jamie, and it's awful.
It might not be so much other people. It might be like more so me just like overthinking it more so. Because I've said that to quite a few people, and everyone's like, that's not true. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me being in my own head.
But do you think that that's too, okay, so like, even for example, I go through something, and then it's almost like we talk ourselves out of our process, because in the big picture of life, you're doing well, you have a beautiful family. And so then you start like almost doubting the fact, like, I shouldn't be going through this, because I have all of this stuff. And then people are, you know, but it's your journey. You know, I know that I say, even to myself, I say like, I know this is a first world problem. I'm lucky that I get to live first world problems, but that's our reality. You know, so don't downplay what you're going through because of should be's or should, you know what I mean? Like, just, talk about it, share about it. I think the more open you are too, the more you will heal and move forward. Right. But then because you're honoring your journey instead of almost being like, I shouldn't be feeling this. I shouldn't be going through this. I have all this, you know, going in my life. And it's, I think that's just kind of one of the realities of what we live with now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Jazz.
Hey, nice to see you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I was listening to that. Yeah, I can definitely relate, Brittany. It's kind of like, I don't know, just, it's not that I don't have like time for everything, but it's definitely
wait,
more
Jamie, come
difficult.
here.
Oh,
Look, sorry, look. Margot,
look
look.
at matching jammies.
We have matching jammies.
So cute.
Jamie has the matching jammies. Sorry, Jazz, go ahead.
Oh, all good. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, just that I find it like more difficult now that Briella's like starting to, especially when she was like teething for a while and stuff, like needing so much more of my time and attention. So it's like, before I had it all figured out, I was getting up early and then I would be doing all my work, like getting a power hour done like every morning. I was like so proud of myself. And then like she started waking up with me. And then she started like not wanting me to put her down at all. And it's like, oh my goodness. Like, so I definitely resonate with that, Brittany, that it's like not always easy to find the time or be like organized, but you really need to have a structured, at least a plan. And like, you don't have to go as planned every day, but just a plan that you can try to be like, okay, it's around this time. I could be doing this right now, instead of being like, I'm stuck in like mommy mode where I'm doing kind of nothing and everything all at the same time.
Yes.
Totally. Jazz, do you have a business goal for the year?
I definitely want to hit at least 2-star diamond this year. It would be really good. I was like on a really good track, and then like I feel like I kind of just got derailed. So I'm gonna keep working at it, and I feel like I know how to get the momentum. So once I just like apply myself more, then I can get on that momentum and then start connecting with people. And I feel like now Brielle is like out of that stage where she's like really clinging to me. She'll go play again. Whereas like for at least a good like month or two, she was just like not having it, right? You just can't even put her down. So then you're like trying to write things down and you're holding her and she's grabbing things. It's just like, I can't right now. Like, I don't know. I hate to say like as an excuse, but it really felt like impossible to get anything done. Yeah.
I don't think it's an excuse. I think it's reality.
Yeah.
Right? 100%.
Yeah, because she just like is all grabbing everything or like on my laptop. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't. So like I'd just be like doing the things I could, like connecting with people or just messaging people, like kind of like the easy things I could do, but not so much like it's hard to connect. Like I like to have a system where if I'm talking to someone, I like to write down their name and stuff, because otherwise I feel like it's just like a lost cause anyway if you don't like write things down. So then it's just like feels pointless to like try to be like inviting when I can't even write their information down or who I've invited, because then I can't follow up because I lose their message or whatever. So it's like I've just been doing connecting and posting and trying to doing that stuff because it's hard.
Yeah, totally. I get it. I take lots of screenshots of conversations so that it's a reminder for me to
That's a
go
good
back
idea.
and look at it. Yeah. And write them down. So, awesome. Anyone else want to share? Well, I will. So, Margot, I'm actually going to sign off and do the Super Weekend application right away. And then I'll create a link, and we're aiming for 11 o'clock. So Jazz, I know you weren't on at that time, but next Saturday, 11 o'clock, we will do our time, so 12 for you.
Yeah.
A team workout.
Okay.
If people aren't doing job one, maybe do the job one sample workout. And then we'll play the super weekend video for people to watch it together. Okay. Well, thanks so much, team. Thanks for being on our first hangout of 2022. It was awesome to see you all. I'm excited for the year. And yeah, let's go kick some ass. Nice to meet you, Sheena. Nice to see everybody. Bye.